Why is this Russian weapon nicknamed the God of the Undersea? Russia has unveiled Poseidon, an advanced unmanned underwater vehicle capable of penetrating NATO's coastal defenses, and the United Kingdom could well be one of its primary targets. From its speed to its destructive power, this weapon's capabilities are truly terrifying. Ready to dive into its secrets? Let's dive deeper. In the dark depths of the ocean, where sunlight can no longer penetrate and water pressure can crush conventional steel, a new monster has been born from the womb of Russian military technology. For decades, the narrative of global security has been dominated by air shields and layered missile defense systems spread across Europe and America. But the Kremlin has now overturned the strategic chessboard by introducing an innovation that suddenly makes Western defense doctrines look obsolete. Through increasingly bold state television broadcasts, Russia has openly begun issuing warnings to the coastlines of NATO countries. The message is clear. There is no longer any safe haven, not even behind the vast oceans. Russia is no longer merely following the rules of modern warfare. It is rewriting them in nuclear ink with a masterpiece known as Poseidon. Poseidon is not an ordinary torpedo, but a nuclear-powered autonomous underwater drone designed to be a silent predator on the ocean floor. Massive in size, almost comparable to a mini-submarine, this weapon embodies Russia's ambition to possess an unstoppable strike capability. Its primary advantage lies in its propulsion system, a miniature nuclear reactor that grants it virtually unlimited range. It can slip past the underwater sensor networks long touted by Western militaries, traveling at remarkable speeds and at depths unreachable by any interceptor torpedo. While Western forces debate the effectiveness of Patriot air defense systems or their aircraft carriers, Poseidon could already be there, thousands of meters below the surface, awaiting orders to deliver a devastating blow that would redefine the geography of an enemy's coastline. Is this weapon merely technological bluffing, or an unavoidable new reality for those who dare challenge Russia's sovereignty? The question lingers in meeting rooms at the Pentagon and NATO headquarters in Brussels. Poseidon is designed to operate far beneath the ocean's surface, in what is often described as the dark zone, where traditional defenses are ineffective. Imagine a killing machine capable of traveling thousands of kilometers without surfacing or refueling, armed with a warhead reportedly yielding up to 2 megatons of TNT, more than 130 times the power of the Hiroshima atomic bomb. Poseidon would not merely destroy its target, it would erase it from history. Yet, the most alarming aspect is not solely the explosion itself, but the secondary effect claimed by the Kremlin: the potential to trigger a radioactive tsunami. Such a massive wave would not only sweep coastal cities away with immense kinetic force, but also saturate the ruins with lethal nuclear fallout for decades. This concept blurs the line between traditional nuclear deterrence and overt strategic intimidation. Military analysts who emphasize Russia's technological edge regard it as a bold strategic move, whereas intercontinental ballistic missiles can be detected within seconds of launch. Poseidon would move in near-total silence beneath ocean thermoclines that distort sonar detection. It is, in essence, a tangible ghost. The development of this system compels the world to acknowledge that Russia may have established a new layer of strategic deterrence, one less vulnerable to retaliation or interception. This is not merely an arms race. It is a demonstration that, in the realm of undersea innovation, Russia aims to assert control over the depths of the ocean. However, behind its sophistication, a question frequently raised by Western observers emerges. Why did Russia choose such an extreme underwater approach instead of relying solely on conventional ballistic missiles like the Sarmat? The answer lies in the diversification of threats. The RS-28 Sarmat, nicknamed Satan II by NATO, is a heavy intercontinental ballistic missile capable of carrying 10 or more nuclear warheads at hypersonic speeds across the poles. Sarmat is lightning from the sky, virtually impossible to intercept. Poseidon, on the other hand, is an earthquake from the ocean floor. Vladimir Putin himself once claimed that Poseidon's destructive power surpasses what Sarmat can achieve in the context of coastal devastation. If Sarmat is designed to strike the heart of land-based defenses, Poseidon is intended to cripple maritime economies and port infrastructure completely. The combination of Sarmat in the sky and Poseidon in the ocean depths creates an impenetrable web of destruction, ensuring that not a single inch of adversary territory escapes the reach of Russia's strategic power. To carry such a formidable weapon, Russia requires an equally formidable platform. This is where the submarine Belgorod assumes the role of the main actor. Belgorod is the longest submarine in the world, a steel leviathan specifically designed as a carrier for the Poseidon drone. It is not merely a transport vessel, it serves as an underwater command and control center capable of operating at extreme depths. Belgorod's presence provides extraordinary operational flexibility. It can deploy Poseidon from entirely unexpected locations, far beyond the reach of NATO air patrols or surface ships. Although Western sources attempt to question Belgorod's operational readiness due to the lack of publicly released visual evidence of a launch, for Russia, secrecy is part of the weapon itself. In the world of intelligence, what remains unseen is often the most lethal. How can a massive platform like Belgorod function as an invisible warhead? And does the West truly possess the technology even to detect it amid the vastness of the ocean? Many observers attempt to rationalize their fears by pointing to the potential technical weaknesses of Poseidon. They speak of acoustic vulnerability at high speeds or the thermal signature of its nuclear reactor. However, such arguments often overlook Russia's rapid advances in materials technology and noise reduction. At low speeds, Poseidon would be almost indistinguishable from the ocean's natural background noise, and when it chooses to surge forward at maximum speed, it would already be too close to its target to be stopped. Russia does not build weapons for laboratory trials. It builds them for the realities of war, where effectiveness is measured by final outcomes, not by debates in Western scientific journals. Interestingly, the development of Poseidon is often framed as a strategic response to the dynamics of modern conflict, including the use of surface drones by opposing forces. Ukraine's tactical success with its Sea Baby drones against Project 6.3 submarines may be seen as a minor disruption to the Black Sea Fleet. Yet for Moscow, this only underscores the necessity of total dominance beneath the sea. In a moment rich with symbolism, President Putin once told his troops about the successful testing of a nuclear power unit. His words were not merely a technical report, but a ritualistic declaration that Russia had leapt far ahead. While others focus on small drones for coastal warfare, Russia has activated an autonomous nuclear force capable of devastating entire continents. So, is NATO ready for this great game? That's all for today's episode, and thanks for watching.